Hey everybody, welcome to Scarlet Skies. It is a D&D based adventure, and the theme of today is family. And with that, I got family to play today, brothers and sisters all around. Sort of. I don't know. These people are weird. Today we have Lord Akira. He's playing an elf ranger. Frecky, the halfling rogue. Epion, the dragonborn cleric, and Korgoth the Crave, a half-orc barbarian. We're going to start this adventure on the road to the free city of Calanthea. You are all responding to a notice for adventurers by the noble Corvix Zevos. He is funding an expedition to the mountains of Arawan. There's not really much more to the notice, except that the riches are to be split evenly should the expedition turn out to be fortuitous. Now you're 2 days out from Calanthea, and in that 2-day period, you were caught in a storm. It's nighttime.
Nice.
The rain is driving. It's hard. Your horses are tired, and you decide to set up camp. You can't really set a fire because the wood is soaked. The rain has been coming down for about a day and a half now, so there's no usable firewood. And any flames that you would try to come up with wouldn't work anyway. Let me do this here. The thunder. Am I doing this? Where is it? Sorry, this sound effect isn't really working too well for me. But in any event, that night, it's approximately midnight. You guys had to decide who's taking the first watch and who would be taking the first watch on this adventure.
I'll do it.
I was gonna say the barbarian should do it.
All right.
I decided to take the first watch.
Copy.
I'm nervous.
It's the summer, so the rain isn't necessarily cold, but it's soaked everyone to the bone. You were able to set up lean-tos in order to get the bulk of the water out of you, away from you. A lean-to would be like a tent that doesn't necessarily have both sides, unless you guys have that. And I didn't look at your character sheets. Does anyone have like a tent?
Make sure I'm looking right.
All I have is a tinderbox and torches.
I got a bedroll. That's about it.
All right, so it's just the bedroll.
Yeah, I don't have none for that.
And we are screwed in the beginning.
By the way, this is a first level adventure, and we're just starting out. Everyone that is listed, that is here as a player, is my relations, my blood. Oh my God, they are ugly. Anyway, so with the exception of Frecky, she is an in-law, which is why she's standing out. It's just look at these mugs, just craziness. That night, it's about 2 a.m. Your senses are a little dulled from exhaustion from sleep. You hear you're on the road, the northern road, heading towards Calanthea, and there were some dogs that were in the bush. This is a forested area, by the way. So the road it's about 2 carts wide, so maybe about 25 feet in width. So it's enough for everyone to ride side by side, but that's not necessarily something that you always do. By the way, I'm not going to tell your characters what you do, how you do it. Is really up to you. I'm just going to set the scene, and then you guys can decide what it is that you want to do here. Okay, so just do it that way. The thing that wakes you up out of your little your dull sleep from your first watch, Korgoth, is the dogs, and that it's not necessarily really out of the ordinary. However, they were really close, so they passed by on the road, and when they passed. You hear this thing over the edge. I need for everyone to make a perception roll. If you go to your character sheets.
Okay.
I'm going to do this here. So if you go to your character sheets, and there should be a section for perception. You see what it says passive wisdom?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Passive
it.
wisdom.
It's sort of in the middle there.
Yeah. Very towards the bottom.
I'm not exactly sure how to roll that. Where do you?
Like the 6-minute list on the bottom.
Okay, I see passive wisdom.
Okay.
That's what we're looking at, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So if you go to.
Holy snap! I clicked on it. It changed everything.
Actually, I did that because I'm looking for it myself. You didn't do jack. Unbelievable, this guy. Already taking credit for stuff that he has nothing to do with.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Where would you roll that? Let's see something here.
I noticed that I clicked on perception and it rolled the dice for me.
Did it? Okay, because I'm not looking at that screen. All right.
Did it? So okay, let me go to it.
It's right under your save.
There you go. Okay. All right. So everybody except for the cleric would get an advantage because the cleric is not necessarily a battle adept, even though you are dragonborn. Now the everyone else wakes from that when you hear that sound. It's just carries over the air. And I'll do it again, just so everyone was clear at what it sounded like.
He said under my save throw.
It's not a normal sound. It's not rain. It's not thunder. It wasn't even those dogs. That just jolts you out of. It jolts everybody but Epion. He's still asleep in his little dragon sleep, just napping. Korgoth, you're the first to hear it. Everyone else is just groggily coming to their senses. You know, like it's as if someone just yelled at you or just hit you while you were sleeping. Your eyes open, but your brain is still trying to catch up to that sense. You're like, what the hell was that? But Korgoth, you're the first one. There's a dog that was behind. You're looking at the road. You have a pretty wide view of the road. You guys are about 20 feet off the road under a huge pine tree. So it was enough that it's the ground underneath the pine is not completely soaked, but it's giving you some reprieve from all that driving, soaking rain that you've been absorbing for the last day and a half in your ride. That dog is it's one of the smaller ones that they think that they're tougher than they really are, and it's
Chihuahua.
Yeah, well, no. It's just a small mutt. And it runs into your line of view. Now, at some point, I'm gonna start using the maps and all this stuff. But just for now, just for you guys to get a feel of how I do it, um, the road is, like I said, about 20 feet in front of you. You can see this dog. It's going from right to left from your field of view. You only have about 90 feet, not 90 feet, 90 degrees. So you can look 45 degrees to the left and 45 degrees to the right. Outside of that, then there's just more trees and shit, and it's nighttime. Who has night vision? Does everyone have night vision? Okay, so you can see this dog clearly outside of the flashes from the rain. And it's backing up and barking and backing up and barking, and right in your field of vision, as it clears the brush, it looks like a humanoid. It's on 2 feet, but it's moving really slow. It's just loping, and it's completely soaked. You can see it's got tattered shirt, ripped pants. The one thing that you notice, because it's standing on its from its left hand side, is that its left hand is missing 3 fingers. It has the index and the thumb, and it's just reaching towards the dog.
You want to?
So, can I play like a perception check on this to see if like it's hostile or something like that?
All right, so
I mean, is that allowed?
well, you can't infer hostility until something's actually attacking you, or if you're in like a verbal confrontation, like if you're an argument starting to escalate. Because you're a barbarian, I would give you that kind of an advantage, because you're battle aware and you understand those types of scenarios. But in this case, it's just walking towards that dog. Now the dog, that's what's coming out of it. It's just and this stupid ass dog is barking. It's just like it's trying to. Now again, the dog looks in your direction and immediately goes towards you. As it goes towards you, the thing turns in your direction, and when its head lifts off the ground as it sees you, and you can see half of its face is just missing, like it has no eye, and like the left side of the eye is gone, and then the right side, the skin is gray and ashen. He has his jaw is unhinged from the left side as well. So whatever hit him on the left-hand side just completely destroyed the skin and the muscle from that side of his face. But now it's reaching towards you it lifts its other hand. As it lifts its other hand, you see he has a woodsman's axe in it.
Let me check my shit real quick.
Now you guys, the rest of you, you notice as you're coming to and you see this dog, it runs to Korgoth, and it circles your feet and starts barking from between your legs, like using you as a protection. And it's barking at this thing, and you see the dog, and then you're looking at what it can. Again, who can see in the dark? The halfling. So Frecky and Akira, you guys have night vision?
I don't even know where I can see that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So then don't lie.
I can't see it. I don't know where I'm looking at that at.
Okay, let's go to your character sheet real quick.
Hit the cogwheel in the top right corner. See if that'll help.
Yep.
I
did that again, sir.
Leave me alone.
You did not do that. You did not
Leave
do
me
that.
alone.
All right, so let's look at your core here. Do you have night vision? Dark vision. You have dark vision. 60 feet. You can see in dim light within 60 feet. You see what I'm doing? Are you looking at the character sheet as I'm looking at it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
So you have 60 feet radius. So you can't discern color, just shades of gray, which is basically what night vision is. And let's see about Frecky.
I'm here. I'm looking for all the stuff you're saying.
Frecky does not have night vision, so you're only seeing with the flashes of the lightning. You can see.
this is scary.
I see it.
You can see Korgoth, and you can hear the dog, and then when another flash of lightning and the thunder that follows, you can see it. You can hear it. You can see it barking between his legs, and with every flash of lightning, you can see this thing walking towards your camp. So the first person that would have any action would be Korgoth to decide what you're going to do. Now, with this game, if for those of you who are not familiar, you can make a move, a half a move. You can one action consists of 2 mini actions. So you can make a half move, which is your half the distance of your full speed, and then an action, or you can take a full action, and that would just be an attack, a run, or whatever you're going to do.
Got you. Like the square pieces in the Final Fantasy game.
Sure.
I know what you're talking about. It's the strategy one.
Yeah, exactly. Was that Final Fantasy Tactics? I think that's what it was.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So you're saying that figure is approaching me, right? And everyone's just waking up.
It's coming towards you. People are waking up. You can hear,
I can see it coming towards you, but
Akira's just like Akira's like, what the hell is that? Epion, you with the commotion, you start coming to. You notice what's happening. Frecky's still trying to figure out what the hell's going on. She can barely see in the dark. I thought halflings had night vision, which is weird, but maybe I was wrong.
Can I take an action and like trying to speak to this person, see if they're
speaking does not take an action.
All right, so I want to try to like talk to see if there's anything going on, like maybe if it's come from a fight or if to see if it's actually a hostile.
Okay,
while he's doing that, can I be like get ready to like get my bow and stuff ready?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you don't have to declare the action. You don't have to say that I'm going to speak. Just speak, as if you're your character. The thing's coming towards you.
Why are you here? Do you need help?
Who thou go there?
Because I know I have an intimidating presence, so I don't want to approach them and then think that I'm being
hostile.
Right. I don't want to get that approach to them.
Okay.
I'm an orc.
So sir, are you all right? Do you require assistance? I'm sorry. Okay. Timmy. All right. Epion, what are you getting ready to do? And Frecky, what are you doing? Because now you hear Korgoth talking, and he's obviously not talking to you guys. He has his back to you.
All right. Can I see in the dark so I can be able to see the creature too? Or
you look in your character sheet. You should be able to tell you whether or not you can. Let's take
the bottom right, Goonie. The bottom right of your character sheet.
It doesn't say, but you know what? I'm gonna just give me a second. I'm gonna check really quickly. I have the actual paper book. So just give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh.
And he said the actual paper book. Man, my fault. You made him go back. That's right. That's a good question, Goonie. Good question, Goonie. It's not gonna be us that easy.
I'm trying not to get one shot.
Yeah.
But D, I got your back, D. I got your back. I'm ready. I'm ready, D.
What's going on?
Or I'm like 6'2", nigga. You know what I mean? I don't want like scared.
Shit,
He attacked
my
me,
character's
and then he
taller
one-shot
than
me.
yours.
What?
My character's 6'7".
Damn, you're a tall ass elf.
I'm 6'2", and I'm a dragon.
This dude is like close to 8 feet. Sheesh.
Look up
8
to him.
feet. I was gonna name him Legolas, but that's for another character.
All right.
Look at D. You know it. D's Aragorn. Goonies the
Gimli.
wizard. Gimli the dwarf, and Lisa's the wizard. I mean, excuse me. Freaky is the wizard.
Frecky.
Damn, she corrected you
I've been
quick.
messing with her.
She was like, it's Frecky.
Lou, if you talk
You
to me, I'm
muted
muted.
again.
Sorry about that.
Can you hear me?
She was like,
Yeah, not you, Pizza.
not
It
you.
was Lou that was
Lou.
muted. I mean, excuse me, the DM. The DM.
all right. So you guys moved your someone
Still muted, Lou.
someone disconnected.
D.
Yo,
It say you disconnected.
There you go.
I was just texting back my wife.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
All right. Yeah, you see what happens when you disconnect? Now everybody's in a different spot. But we'll fix that in a minute. But in any event, I'm looking at the book here, so Player's Handbook. And halflings. Jesus, where are my old man glasses?
Pull out the PepsiCo bottles.
Put on. Nope, halflings can't see in the dark. They don't have night vision. Dragonborn.
Come on, Dragonborn.
You know what a dragonborn looks like, right?
A dragon.
No, okay. Just want to make sure you understand what you're doing. Let's see. Dragonborn. Why? Apparently, you guys don't have night vision either. You guys suck.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure I'm looking at this wrong, but in any event,
What about elves?
mind you, this.
I
here
had
we
it
go.
since when it had low level vision
Yeah.
when we used to play with the books. Well, try to play with the books.
Yeah, half orcs have
Maybe with-
60, and dark vision for half elf. Then
I'm
we
full elf.
have- All right, take it easy.
Alright.
Jeez, oh my god. No, you do
Excuse
not.
me.
That's
the gods
nice.
of Valhalla.
Another.
Word.
I like this drink.
Brother Thor.
Let's see. Nope. No for halflings.
Damn, we making the DM go into the archives for this.
Hey, listen,
shit.
I haven't actually looked through a paper book or an actual physical book in forever. This is, I'm still trying to find my way here. Yeah, so elves have 60-foot night vision, or dark
Okay.
vision. They call it dark vision here.
I got y'all.
So if we ever need to split up, we take one.
One of these.
Right.
Yep.
Damn, he's already saying nope. I'm not doing it.
I'm not splitting up with nobody.
That's just love right there.
I'll split a wig, but I ain't splitting up.
All right.
That's like
I want your blood.
Oh shit!
Mm.
shit.
That was fire.
Yo.
That's not friendly.
That's not really.
I think that's a bit of an understatement, but yes.
Holy shit! That shit made my hands sweat.
If it wasn't already raining,
Grab
you,
my real dice.
yeah, if it wasn't already raining, you would be peeing yourself. It's just a little
Oh
half
my
orc pee.
gosh.
Okay, so what are you doing? You all heard
Oh,
that, by the
shit.
way.
D, you want to get battle ready?
He's battle ready to run. That's what it sounds like. I think he's ready to leave you guys.
Apparently he seems hostile. Shit.
Real quick. Luke, did I get up or am I still like waking up?
You're not
So,
prone. Yeah, everyone's up.
All right. So I'll wait on Dave. Crave, because
All
he's
right.
in the front of us, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait on your actions.
Your
Whatever
horses
I
are
can hear, if
are
anything.
starting to be spooked now. So they're you guys had tied them off to the tree. So they're all getting antsy and trying to pull away as this thing, as it used its voice and made everyone shit themselves.
They're scared of it too. Copy.
All right, so I'm gonna get
Go to my
ready
character
because I
sheet.
don't know what this thing is approaching me for, but it sounds like he wants to fight, so I'm getting ready to fight it. I'm gonna pull out my battle axe.
Okay. We're gonna roll initiative.
Woo!
So since you said it, like since he's getting ready to pull out his battle axe, I already have my bow out already, right?
Yeah, you said that's what you said you were gonna do. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
All right, so we're rolling initiatives, right?
Correct.
What die are we using?
There's an initiative die you should have already.
What is the
Okay.
initiative?
On your character sheets, there is the initiative is
Okay,
there.
In the middle?
It's in the middle.
Click on this.
Oh, okay, I see. I got it.
Oh, we click that.
Yeah, you just
clicked it.
just click into the box. No, the 8 that was me, so you don't disregard that, Chris. You can write that. All right, so
I got an 8.
no, I did that. Once again, I did that.
You gotta do it.
Click on it. I just
The
did it.
initiative is on the top, in the middle, right next to armor class.
See, now-
and C.
I got a 22, baby.
Okay, now Frecky, you can roll as well.
Ooh, let's go, pizza.
All right. She rolled like 14 times, but that's all right.
Wow.
I don't know why I did that. So 15.
Holy
All right.
shit.
Now,
Of course you can take the bigger number.
no,
I could go.
it was the first one. So Akira is the 22. Frecky is the 20. Who's next on the list? The enemy. Let's just call him the enemy. Is 15. Then we have Korgoth, who's in front. Why do I have to
He
wait?
just starts laughing. He just starts laughing.
Sorry.
I'm just laughing,
I
getting
didn't- I
ready to
didn't-
get
I
an
didn't
axe
mean-
put in my arm.
I didn't mean to laugh. All right, and then we have I did that out of order, but Epion is an 11. All right.
I think it's -3.
No, it was it takes that into account and it gives you the
Oh, okay.
final roll. All right. So Lord Akira,
That's me.
you have your bow. You heard the sound. You hear this thing. The dog is barking. The horses are being spooked. Everyone is trying to get ready. Dave is peeing his Korgoth the Crave is peeing his pants.
I'm a 6-foot crybaby.
So come on. Oh, come on, man.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guy.
Come
Can
on,
I move?
guys.
Can I move into a better position to get a better like aim at it?
Yeah, absolutely, you
creature?
can. Yeah. Korgoth isn't necessarily blocking the entire way, but you can use half your action to move and then attack, or to do something else.
He's like 6'7".
I'll do that.
He should be looking over me.
Technically, he's not wrong, but okay. So if you had to imagine it, Korgoth, he's standing directly ahead of you because you had the first watch.
D, what's your
Imagine
power
him.
hand?
Wait, let me finish explaining it. So, if you can imagine him being approximately 10 feet away from you, you have his back. You see over him because you're taller. How tall is Korgoth?
6'2".
Okay, so you're not that much taller, but you do see over him. You see this thing. That thing is about 20 feet. So all told, it's about 35 feet from where you're standing, from him to Korgoth to the enemy, as it's lumbering towards Korgoth. So you can move to the left, to the right, and then take your shot, or you could just shoot right over Korgoth.
Can we give opinions?
No, absolutely not.
All right. Just wanted to make sure because I was about to say something. I was
Nope,
like, wait a minute.
you can't
Let
do
me
it.
ask.
Oh boy, you're about to get shot in the back of the head. I feel it.
That's what I'm trying not to do.
Like I said,
know,
I
one-
can tell you
one
that
hit quitter.
you have the option to moving left and right, and this is where the maps are going to be coming in handy. I'm not 100% an expert on Roll20 maps, but they do help with the visualization of the environment, which is why I try to get more descriptive so that you can imagine it as if you were there. So you're still
right.
under the tree.
The pine tree.
Yeah, so you have to duck down because of your height. Because I didn't realize you were 6'7". So pine trees generally grow really close to the ground, but this is a giant pine. Now you have to scooch down like maybe about 3 or 4 inches. So you're not gonna get a full shot unless you kneel or come out from under this pine. To come out from under this pine, you have to run out from under it. That will take your full half action. So that's half your distance, your run distance. So whatever your run distance is, half of that
30.
you can use. Yeah, so you can move 15 feet and then take your action, or move your full 30. And I think I got that right. It's either you move you move 15 feet and then take an action, or run your full 30 until your next action.
I run 15 feet towards
To the left or the right
his
of
left.
where Korgoth?
His left.
Okay.
away from the tree. I'm running I'm putting the tree on my right. I'm running left from the tree.
Okay.
You said it's 30 feet, so it's like 15 more feet for the creature. All right.
Your bow has
the
enough.
way I'm
Your
running-
bow has the range to be able to reach, if that's what you're.
Okay,
Because you're not using
Okay,
a
yeah.
melee weapon.
got you. So
Okay.
I'm gonna move 15 feet
Mm-hmm.
towards his left.
Yep.
And I'm gonna kneel down and take an attack action if that sounds
Yep.
right.
That's what you got to do. Roll your attack.
All right. So what am I rolling right now?
Go to your sheet and find where your bow is. I'm not doing it this time. I'm not doing it.
All right. Where's my bow? I found my longbow. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Do I click on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just putting like that line so I could add extra like letters. to
Okay.
it.
So what happens with that? Like, where am I looking?
I'm on the regular sheet.
Yeah.
I'm not on that sheet. Yeah.
You're on your longbow, right? So
Yep.
you click on the longbow itself.
Oh, my fault. I was in the item inventory part.
Right.
That's my fault.
So
Okay.
it's attacks
longbow,
and
I'ma click
attacks
on
and
it.
spell casting. You click on the longbow. Boom. There you go. So because you, I'm going to give you the advantage, which would make it a 17. Roll the damage.
Okay,
which would
let's
be-
go back to the
Go back to the sheet, and where it says 1d8 plus 3 piercing, you click on that.
again.
Mhm.
All right.
Wait, hold on a second. What did that do?
Hold on, let me make some modifiers. That's a negative
Tell her
23.
I can't
Chris.
right now.
Let's go.
Wait a minute.
I don't know if that's good or bad. It went from 23
No,
to
that's
6 to
me.
14 to
I
22.
just wanted to make sure that we're doing it correctly. So I've never used
That's-
I've never used these sheets before, and they're supposed to be automatically give you the ability to just click on them, so that it'll do it itself.
It did.
Yes, it
It gave me
did,
that option.
but it didn't do the damage. So let's see something.
Let's go, y'all. I'm rolling high. I got y'all. But I know something's coming, so I'm nervous.
Celebrate, Lisa.
Celebrate good times. Go up.
You celebrate right now.
That's right.
Celebration.
All right, seriously. I can't. I can't.
It's still not coming up. Okay.
Damn.
So
Now,
what you do is where the die roller was.
Yeah.
Okay. Hover over it, and you're gonna see the big
Okay.
the big grid. Go down to the
Yep.
bottom where it says Advanced Dice Roller. Click on that.
Yep.
You're gonna see this dice roller come up, and where it says
Yep.
Advanced Roll, it says roll
Oh,
one
hold on.
d20
It's
plus
a text,
0,
guys. I'm
and-
sorry.
Yep.
and then roll. You're gonna go to the drop down menu where it says d20. Find the
Okay.
d8. Right.
D8.
Yep. So
Gotcha.
it's 1d8, and your bow does 1d8 plus 3. So you put 3 in
3
the
on the
next.
end.
Right, just like that, and then hit roll.
Copy.
That's the damage.
Sorry about that, guys.
What happened?
No, I was just answering the text.
No, don't worry about
Oh, 4.
it. All right, so.
No, that doesn't count. You get a better roll. There's a roll. That's bullcrap.
The arrow just fizzles.
It's like, ooh. Man, performance issues, unbelievable.
Does it stay like that now?
You would have to do it again, but
If I want to attack?
yes, if you wanted to attack. But
Okay.
that was your attack. You hit it. You can see it land, and it twists, but not all the way around. There was not that much impact, but it's still walking towards Korgoth. So now the next person to engage would be Frecky. Now again,
Let's go,
Hey.
Frecky.
Come on,
Let's
Freck.
go.
Come on, Freckles.
Do
You can-
I have enough distance to try to get behind him?
yes, you have to make your full action to go around him. So that would be the first thing you would do, and then the next round, then you can make an action to attack it. You understand?
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get behind him, do a
That's
sneak.
Terry.
Okay. So the sneaky little halfling starts moving.
Sneaky little hat.
She moves around. You're utilizing the flashes of light from the sky in order to see where it's coming from, and it's not moving fast at all, so you can easily go around it. And there's enough space that it's not even looking at you. It's still focused on Korgoth. So that's what she does. Now the enemy.
To the shoulder.
I got a quick question.
Yes.
Do I have to take a bow out? Do I have to take an arrow out of the quiver on my character sheet?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So it comes to you. He's like,
Character sheet. Where is it?
Blood! Blood!
I swallow your soul. I swallow your soul.
and it takes
Swallow
it
this.
takes its swing on you.
All right. So he said I gotta go. Okay.
I don't have
Arrows.
to roll anything. do
No,
I?
you don't.
Bam.
What's your armor class?
10.
All right. That's
That's a roll.
All right. You heard him.
Ah,
You
heard
him. He said all right. You
I'm
heard
like
him.
this screaming at my shoulder.
Yeah.
Ah.
He hits you with an 8. He hits you with an 18.
Oh, I'm dead, right?
No,
No.
he just hits you. Take it easy.
Automatic death. Automatic death.
He one-shots me. That's all he wanted to do.
All right, and he does 7 points of damage to you, and that's slashing damage. So he comes
So
down and. What's your how much?
right.
How many hit points do you have?
14.
All right, so that is a major hit. You all you guys hear is ah. I just wanted to talk.
Why?
I just wanted a 12 pace.
So
I was just trying to talk to you.
I just wanted to be friends.
I thought it was cool.
I thought we were friends.
The
Okay.
armor class is my
You're not
health.
my friend, guy.
No, armor class is that's your defense. So
Okay.
that's your target
I'm
defense
not your
number.
guy, buddy.
And the hit points maximum
That's your
is my
buddy,
health.
friend.
Correct.
All
So
right.
he hits and slashes right through your, right across your chest, and almost slashes to the point where he falls over. That's how hard he swings. The next would be Epion.
Come on,
I
Goon.
got cure wounds.
Mm-hmm.
I want to instantly try to heal David.
Okay.
His name. That's not his name.
Oh, excuse me.
Korgoth.
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 Just look at your name because you guys switch pictures. All right. So you got to roll. I think you got to roll how much you heal him by.
It's a 1d8 healing.
Okay.
Let's go.
We will
Never mind,
get
I can't-
way
I
better
can't
at
say
this
nothing.
as time goes by. So this is just the first game. So I
Now,
would.
which one do I choose?
And that's his full action, right?
Yes, that's his full action.
Okay.
Do I go to the die roller?
he's,
right?
he's already shouting you out. Talking about that. He said he can't do anything else right.
That's it. You steal.
Just click on Cure Wounds.
This time. I got my diploma.
Just click on cure wounds.
Yeah, just click on. I just got what you said. That's just wrong on another level.
All right, I'm clicking on it. No.
Oh,
Are you sure? Because you know.
Oh, DM, I'm gonna suggest somebody on Facebook because they want to play. They want to play these games with us too.
No,
They got a brand new gaming
this,
computer.
This is family only right now. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like right
Yo,
now.
I swear to
I'm
God.
clicking on the DM. It's not working.
All right, hold on a
Clicking
second.
on the word and the healing die.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry.
Go to character sheet.
Where are you?
I got 19
Yeah,
arrows.
If you click on it, you're gonna see it says cast at what level, right? Did
I'm
you see
clicking,
that?
it doesn't say that at all.
The box that comes up,
No box comes up.
and you clicked on Cure Wounds on your character sheet,
Yes.
and nothing came up.
Nothing. Right.
All right, so this is how it's supposed to go, but click on Cure Wounds, and a box is supposed to come up to ask you what level of Cure Wounds you are, and then it'll calculate what the healing is. So, are you on your character sheet right now? Can you see what I'm doing?
I'm actually on my character sheet right now.
Can you see me moving your stuff around?
Going to the settings.
Yeah. So you see, I clicked on Cure Wounds, and it says input value cast at what level?
I don't see that.
You don't see what I'm doing right now?
No. See, look, I can do this. Right, and I click on it.
I was also noticing something about my characters too.
Here we go. All right, you re-rolled your freaking attributes. Let's not cheat anymore. We just started.
It says description up to 2 creatures within 5 feet. I don't know what that means.
Here we go with this. Well, you're gonna have to look at the player's manual. When we're done, I'll send you guys a copy.
Copy.
So you guys can look at
Copy.
it. Just specifically spend some time looking at your character your character class, so that you understand it a lot better. Look at combat. That's the other thing that I would suggest that you do. I'm gonna look at it again. I understand it, but I haven't played D&D in forever, so I still have to refresh. I have to refresh it, and that's gonna give you a better idea of how to navigate this. Even if you can't get the sheet to work, you can always just do the regular rolls and just calculate the bonuses. All right, so we're gonna go back. Let's take the 4 that I rolled. You see the 4, right, on the die
Yep.
roller? All right. So you were able to instantly heal more than half of the damage that he took. So from behind Korgoth, you felt that burn as this blade just pierced your flesh and carved its way across your chest to the middle of your stomach on the other side, and the pain it started to heal just as the blood was coagulating.
There you go, Goonie.
Okay, you got it now?
Yeah, I got it now.
I swear to God. Special
Good job, Sam.
special ed players. All right, so you know what? We'll go with yours. No, we won't go with yours because
The first one,
the
3.
first was it's less than what I rolled. So we'll do the 4 for now. For now, don't get crazy. That wound heals. It starts to close, and from behind you can see that white light from Epion as he's healing you with his magic. Now it's your turn.
Let's go.
All right.
So
I got you.
it's right in combat range, so you don't have to move. You can
All
just
right,
attack.
But let me ask you: would switching a weapon take an action?
It's
like
a half
whole
action. It's a half action.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So I want to switch to my glaive.
Damn. He's like,
He
you
wants
know
payback.
what? I don't want this
You
stupid
hit
axe.
me, I'm gonna hit you back. I want to take a swipe at him with my glaive, man. He
All
better
right.
not block this.
Do what you got to do.
You better not block it. You can't say that.
You better
So
not
I'm
move.
I click on the glaive,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Or do I roll?
Huh?
All right, I'm gonna click on it.
They're not in here. They're not in here.
All
I'll
right.
say that right now, Mama.
So we're going to give you the advantage because that is one of your proficiencies, yes?
Yes.
All right. So you go with the 16, roll damage.
Yep.
Let's go.
Ooh, let's go.
Let's go, Kogoth.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
No, that's just
Wait.
another attack. So
Let's go for 20. No.
I'm trying to roll damage.
yeah, hold on a second. So the glaive does what?
Oh, you have to go to the
It's
dice
It's
thing that he was
1d10.
showing me.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, it's 1d10 slashing. So just hit 1d10.
2.
Oh, damn, son.
My
Like,
God.
you hit
Good
me,
try.
so
Good
I'm
try,
gonna
Gives
hit
him a
you.
hair. It gives him a nice haircut. He's got a bowl now.
It's like,
Well, he almost hit Frecky behind him.
he's like, you hit me, so I'm gonna hit you back. Eh.
What?
Just winds up. He's like, eh. You big meanie.
Dad.
Yeah,
All
you
right, so
serious.
we're gonna go back to the top of the order in the second attack round, and that would make it Akira's turn, and then Frecky.
Do we know about the enemy's health? Yes or no?
Of course not. This isn't an MMO.
Okay.
His health isn't floating above his head. No. What are you talking about?
There's no mods, Chris.
There's no mods here.
Right. Am I in a position to still attack without hurting any of my teammates?
There's no way for that to be determined. I mean, you could take your shot. The only way that you would hurt your teammates is if you make a critical miss, and that would be if you rolled a 1.
Oh my God! I feel like that's gonna
Even if
happen.
nobody's in front of me.
What?
Even if nobody's in front of me.
Well, technically, the Thing and Korgoth are in front of you. And
yeah, but I moved to Korgon's left. He's not in my view.
a critical miss means that the GM gets to decide what it is that happens as part of that critical miss. And typically, what
Copy.
happens is you fuck up your friends.
Got you.
Kogoth.
My range. Let me see real quick. My range on my bow is what?
You don't have to worry about the range because it's within 30 feet. So you got that with a bow. A bow has a
Alright.
long range.
Go to my page real quick, DM, and look at this. It's in the middle under the armor class initiative. Keep scrolling down.
What
It's
am I
like
looking at?
firebolt, danger, javelin, dagger, javelin and shit. And it said it had like a bow thing on it on the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it had like an extra thing. It's not there. Oh, there it goes. When you open it, it's saying a description up to 2 creatures within 5 feet.
All right, hold on for 1 second.
What is that? It says 1/8 side die plus 3 piercing.
So it's a ranger, right?
Yes.
That's a ranger ability.
Yep.
Make sure I look for the ranger.
Sorry, I'm excited.
So am I.
You ain't the only one. I'm just trying to ask good questions. Good questions.
Just show that diploma, Chris. Show yeah.
Now put the other one. The other one's better. Put the other one.
Which one?
The rainbow one.
Nope.
He said that quick.
He
Nope.
did say that quick.
Because when I click on attack and spell casting, another page opens up under that attack strength.
So firebolt. That is. So you see what I'm looking at? It's called a
Yes.
cantrip. That's basically. It's essentially. If you had to think of a cantrip, think of Geralt of Rivia. He's not a mage, but he does have magical abilities.
Whoever that is.
So you don't know
Witcher.
about the Witcher?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh
So
my!
come
Oh
on to
my
your
Lord!
Witcher.
What's the matter with you? How do you not know the Witcher?
That's a great show.
These
It's a-
millennials, man.
It's a great show and a great game. The Witcher 3 is amazing, but and I would definitely advise it. So the Firebolt is what's called an evocation cantrip. So it takes one action. It's that's the range. You can target a creature. It's verbal and it's symbolic. It's instantaneous. You hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. A flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried. The spell's damage increases by 1d10 when you reach 5th level, 11th level, and 17th level. So right now, you're at 1d10 damage. So what you do is, dude, stop clicking away. I swear to God.
Do you see what I was talking about though?
No, I'm looking at it. That's what I'm saying. Go to your spells, and you can
Okay.
either click on the firebolt, or you can go back to the firebolt itself and just click on it.
No, I wasn't looking at the fireball. I was looking at the thing that was under it.
What the dagger or the javelin?
I can't. It doesn't let me.
Oh,
open this-
here?
Yeah.
Okay, this is just to determine the if it had extra abilities. So it's going to tell you what
Okay.
it is. That's the attack. This is how they program the character sheet. So you're proficient in it. That's the range. That's the crit range is 20 feet. I would imagine it's 20 feet. And then it does that type of damage. It has a saving throw of versus spell, and if they save, they take half damage. So do you want to use that? That would be your full action.
I would like to use the longbow again.
All right. Okay, so then click on your bolt.
Let's go to the bow now. Come on, y'all.
Come on.
Sorry, that's me again.
But do you see how it says 1d8 plus 3 piercing?
Yeah. That's the type of damage. Certain enemies are immune to certain types of damage. Like certain enemies, if you puncture them, they'll take damage. But if you slash them, they won't. And vice versa. Some enemies are immune to blunt force damage. That's why they specifically list them this way. Okay, so you hit it with a 22. So roll damage.
All right, so do that die again. Like
Yeah,
you showed me the
and
last
you did how much damage so far? There's 2 points of damage, and so 6 points of damage you guys have done so far.
Advanced roller. 1d8 3. Yep. Roll again.
Mm-hmm.
That's my damage. 5.
All right, so that's a total of 11 points of damage. Okay, so at this point you hit it again, and it doesn't turn towards you. It's because it's still in combat range with Korgoth. So you're hitting it from the back, and it's moving, but it's still trying to swing at Korgoth. Now we go to Frecky. You made it all the way around. You have its back. What are you gonna do?
All right, I'm gonna attack him with my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
I click on
Look
that,
at
right?
Gooni's
Alright.
face. He can't stop smiling.
Oh man, so because you just click it once. So you attacked it. Were you gonna slash it, stab it? What are you gonna do with it? Rapier is
got a
just
crit.
is a yeah, and that's why I said that.
Let's go.
Got a
Frankie.
crit. Let's go, Lisa.
Dude was like, she got a crit. That's my boy.
All right, so you're about half its size, so you could stab it in the lower back. You could stab it in the ass cheeks, the legs.
Stab it in the ankles.
Cut the Achilles
The only thing
tendons.
you can probably you can stab it in the head because of the length of the sword. So it's really up to you what you want to do. Stab it, slash it. What do you want to do?
Stab it in the head.
Okay,
Remember, there's no bar above the head. We can't see it.
that's right. So because you got a crit,
Showing us
whatever
what the
damage you roll is going to be double. Now,
16.
You gotta, Freck,
So
you gotta go
it's-
to that die thing.
it's 1d8 plus 3. So what you do is you go to the die roller. It's on the main page, right? You hover above it, and you'll see that big grid with all the dice. So you go down to the bottom where it says Advanced Dice Roller, and open that. And you'll see it says Advanced Roll Dice Roll, Advanced Roll below it. Matter of fact, are you seeing this, or do you want me to share the screen? Because I don't have a problem doing that.
Not everybody answer at once.
Clicked on the advanced dice roller, but nothing is coming up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it.
Got it. I got it. Okay.
Okay, she got it. All right.
Advanced roll. Yeah.
All right. So in the box, you're gonna choose. It says roll 1d8 and then plus 3. So that's what you're gonna. The drop down menu has all the dice there that you can choose, and then
Now roll?
hit roll, the roll button. Yes.
Yes.
12.
Oh,
All right. So 12.
let's go, Frecky.
Okay. Let me get back to the screen. So as as Korgoth is still peeing, you have a lot of pee, by the way. No. It's rearing up to come down again with his axe, and then a blade just comes out of its mouth. It's like,
Let's go. High fives around.
and then it falls to its knees and then slumps over. Pulling Frecky with it because it's weight, and she's a halfling, so she's holding us. She's like, ah! just standing up with her blade, like,
That's Jack Burton all over.
I did it. It was
That's Jack
me.
Burton all over again.
Half orcs are queers. No, that's not cool.
I swung a glaive and only did 2 points of damage.
It's like, I am barbarian. It's like, I'm a rogue. Ah!
Take a little stick.
All right, so the thing is, it stops moving, so, and your little friend's like, and runs over and just sniffs it, and then lifts his leg and pees on it. Then runs back to you with his tail wagging.
Wow. Heal me, Sammy.
He's healed the slashing damage, so you're not bleeding, but you're still with rest you'll be able to heal the rest of that. So you're down by 3 hit points.
Can we do a
search?
Yeah.
Search the creature.
I don't know why you're asking me that. You're literally right there.
Yeah, I'm searching the
So
creature.
you can do whatever you want. That's not what if the thing is right in front of you, you can do whatever you want. You can teabag it, you can rob it, you can whatever you want to do with it.
We don't have to
The-
roll like
the
a
I'm gonna
only
kick the axe away and kick him in his face.
Okay. Right? Yeah, that's easy. He does that. He's like, meh, meanie.
Yeah.
You big meanie.
All right, so what were you gonna do, Lord Akira?
I want to see if that has any valuable meat that we can use to cook for ourselves. If you can do that.
Okay. You
I don't know.
you
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celestial meat is the best.
spice ham,
for
love
dinner.
it. Searching it for meat, you don't find any provisions, but it does have what looks like a balled up piece of parchment. It's stuffed in its waistband.
Mm.
He's like,
Read
You
the
need the
parchment.
parchment, Chris?
Yeah.
Read the parchment.
I don't know if I use my action or not. I don't know.
No, we're not in combat, so there's no action.
Oh, okay.
Combat is the only time.
What's it say?
Look,
Combat's the only
why
time.
you searching and looking for provisions of a half-dead creature. I'm gonna scout the air. Not scout, but I'm gonna look around. Is the storm still coming down?
Yeah.
And I can see
Yeah.
off the flashes.
I didn't continue the sound so that we can talk about it, but yeah, it's still raining.
All right,
I'm
so
trying
yeah,
to.
while they doing
I
the
want to read
searching,
it. I'm gonna
keep
try
my
to
eyes
read
open
it through the
and
storm.
All right,
I
hold
think
on.
you should too.
One at a
You guys are
time.
both talking.
One at a time. So let's go
Yeah.
with Akira. You were already
I'm gonna try
searching
to
the
read it
body,
through the storm.
and Korgoth, you were doing what?
Well, I'm just gonna make sure.
Not
the dog's
Korgoth.
all right.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Korgoth because he's in your frame.
Happy on.
Epion. So you were doing what?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Dave. Excuse me. I'm gonna tell Korgoth because he has the night vision
Mhm.
and he can see. I'm gonna ask him to keep his eyes open just in case if the creature has any friends.
Okay. And Korgoth. It's like, I'm taking all the watches now.
They're gonna have the lightest guy on the hardest work. Fine. Fine.
Fine.
Do it. Come on. Go ahead. Do it, Bennett.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Frecky, what were you doing standing triumphant on this squishy body?
She just stay
Why don't we
quiet.
know?
She's just
Ask
so
me
happy to
parchment,
kill
and I
it.
read what it says.
She's so happy to kill it.
Unfortunately,
No,
it's
she
still
got us
too
the victory.
it's still too
Yes, she
dark for
did.
you to see. And that lightning flashes are way too quick for you to read it. The only two that can right now are Akira and Korgoth. Korgoth he's doing a crazy eye and then looking around to see if this thing had some friends.
So can I read it?
You can. Well, you do read it. What languages do you speak? Because then I can tell you if you can read it or not.
Let me check that right now.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I could speak halfling, celestial, goblin, and orc.
Okay, and elf because that's what your race is.
And elf, yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, you cannot read it. Now, Korgoth, when you come, looking around, you make it back onto the road, and you see to the length of your night vision, which is what, 90 feet or 60 feet?
I think it's 60 feet.
Okay. You can hear a scraping just above the sound of the rain. And as lightning flashes, you see about 5 more of those shambling up the road
Ooh.
in varying states of decay.
Facing against zombie dogs.
One is dragging a battle axe.
I gotta use the bathroom. Sorry.
The one in the lead is dragging a battle axe, and he's huge. He's about 7 feet tall and heavily muscled, but huge chunks of it have been ripped off from his right shoulder and his chest and his leg. From the thigh down is just the skeleton held together by the sinews, by the ligaments as he's moving, and it's animated towards you. And the others are staggering behind him. Each of them has a weapon of some sort, and they're heavily rusted, but they are looking like they're ready. And you come out into the road, and that one sees you. And it's like,
Blood.
They usually back from my back.
And
Man.
its cohorts are all echoing that.
Sound like Left 4 Dead.
So you're gonna do shit your pants and stand in the middle of the road? What are you doing?
For me, I just came.
Well,
No, not
warn
you.
everyone doing different things. Let everyone know that I see enemies coming towards us.
He's like, guys, more meanies. I just made you the softest barbarian ever. I'm sorry about that.
I don't care.
Yeah,
And an orc.
Yeah.
Forward, bitch.
Korgoth comes back to the camp and he lets you know that there are more there that are coming. You can talk. I'm just letting everybody.
We should hide.
DM, do we get to set traps down and stuff like that?
You can, but your character would know that that's going to take some time to do.
Okay, got you.
We should hide. We should get out of here.
We should.
We're not at the level to defend ourselves. I barely cured Kolgoth's wound. Like, we should get the hell out of here.
I'm with Sammy on that one.
All right, so I'll scout ahead for a new route.
The road
You're like 6'7".
Yeah, the northern road is going to take you to the Free City. It's about another day and a half ride. There is a town. There's a town that you saw a sign for. That's about 50 miles away. So that's going to take you about 3 hours if you push your horses to get there.
Our horses are gonna die.
Our horses didn't rest in the night that when we were resting.
No, they did, but I'm saying
they
if
were
you.
petrified.
But it's again, it's been heavily raining, so that's all mud. So it makes it harder for the horses to run.
That is true.
We got no choice. We gotta head to that little town. I'm just giving an opinion, y'all. Y'all don't have to sit there and agree. Like, just giving an opinion.
Well, there's 5 of them.
So what do y'all want to do?
Or of
y'all
us.
want to try to keep strolling down towards the city and see if we can just outride them because I don't know if they're that fast. You know what I'm saying? We can try to outride them, try to make it as close as we can to the city, or we can
And
go
one of
into
the
the
people
town.
of that, maybe.
We could do that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Oh, you hear those creatures getting close? We need to move.
Chris is an MMORPG.
What do you guys want to do?
Yes, I am.
That's like the most sensible decision to actually go back. Like go to the city.
And
Go
we
to
could
the town.
we could hit up the tavern so you can.
Now, are they in the direction of the city?
No, they're coming from the south, from where you came from.
So let's just
Good
try
question.
to outride them.
Good question.
We're gonna try to outride them to the nearest town.
Okay. So if you're all in agreement, you untether your already freaked out horses, and they're
Right on.
Biker mice from Mars. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
like, guys, don't
He
leave
cut
me.
me. Look, he cut me.
They hurt me real bad.
He hurt me bad, boss.
All right, you get on your horses and you book. The only encumbrance would be that Frecky and Epion can't see, and you can't light torches to light your way. So the only other option would be for each of you, Akira and Korgoth, to grab their, grab the reins of their horses and pull them along. So that's going to take you a little bit longer because it's not easy to manage riding at full speed and holding another person's horse. It's not like you can tie them to each other. So that is where I'm going to stop it right now. And then we're going to get back to this. We can do this every Sunday. I want to try to do this at early in the afternoons. it's a Sunday and everyone's generally going to be home, and then we can run a little bit longer. We did start a little later because everyone's getting their stuff together, and I think that this went pretty well. We had the Korgoth the Crave, who was just. Then we had the halfling rogue assassin.
Let's get it!
Just stabbing
Defeated
people.
my first monster.
Just
Let's
defeated the
go!
first monster. We had the healer. He did his healing, even though he's ugly as hell. And then the elf ranger. He's like, I don't want to use that spell. I'm going to just use my bow.
I'm a 6'7" elf.
Big and lanky. Can't shoot. Unbelievable.
I walk like Shaggy.
Are you leaving the dog? Or are you taking it with?
Does that count as an encumbrance?
It's a slight. Not real. I mean, like you can just. It's for you as a because of your size. It's probably like the size of a small corgi.
Okay, yeah, we taking it.
And it's not purebred.
But
These are all
also,
mutts.
me and Chris got to
I
hold
have
the
animal
reins to the
handle.
other horses, right?
I have animal handle.
All right, one at a time. Say it again.
I was
Corgi.
saying we're still handling the other horses, right?
Yeah. So ideally,
That
someone
wouldn't
else
give
could
me-
hold
I'll
the
carry it.
animal.
Yeah, too small.
Okay.
I have
Right.
animal handle.
Frecky would be like, "Oh, okay, you're gonna leave this with me. So this is mine. This is my job
It's
right
gonna be
now.
like a Saint Bernard in her
Yes.
hands.
I'll ride him.
It's like this is my job now, assholes. I did all the work.
I killed the boss.
Yes, Bobby.
I did all the work. I gotta carry the dog. This is bullshit."
She could ride the dog.
Hey, exactly. She even said it. She's like, "I can ride the damn dog." All right.
That's great.
Well, I have fun. I hope you guys did too. This is Scarlet
did.
Skies. We're gonna be doing this the first the actual schedule once everybody gets back from the quarantine madness is gonna be the first and third Sunday of every month. Whatever date that ends up having to be. This way, I don't have to do dates. I can just say first and third Sunday. It's really up to you guys. Hopefully, my nephew will, stop being a little bandolero and might join us in the next game. He was supposed to join us in this one, but if he doesn't, no big deal. We already have a bunch of assassins here. Well, maybe not. Maybe not the barbarian, but
No.
the thing that I would definitely ask you guys to do is just look at your classes and your races. Understand what you can do, and then this way you'll have a better idea of how to do it and focus on combat. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to send you guys a YouTube video. It's a very simplistic way of this guy. He broke down D&D, like combat and how to do shit. It helped me a lot to readjust to this system because the one that I run normally doesn't have nearly as much structure. So it's more free form. But for this one, it's a lot more structured, but it's also better because it gives you more. It helps you to narrow down instead of giving you way too many options. This is what I can do. This is what I can do. This is what I can't do, and then you can go from there. All right. So I'm good. I'm the GM. My name is Louis. We had Lord Akira, aka Chris, actually he goes by Akira. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He doesn't have powers or abilities or anything like Akira, but whatever. That's what he wants to do.
He said nothing like Akira.
Right?
He got his diploma though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He got his PC and is glowing, and so he has joined us.
I'm part of the family.
We have Korgoth the Crave. Excuse me. It's Korgoth the Crave, Frecky the Halfling, Epion the Dragonborn. My name is Louis. I'm the GM. Thank you very much. Have a great night.